from Michigan, Ms. Lawrence is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I find it ironic that my colleagues on the other side keep talking about giving the states the right to choose about abortion, but you want to take that right to choose away from a woman who is carrying that child, who has all of the responsibilities, health care, and all of that. I find that ironic that choice only works for you in certain scenarios. I will continue my comments that when you talk about the fact health care, obviously you're a man, you are totally clueless or you don't give a darn that when a woman is pregnant, that is a health unique situation that requires interventions, it requires special treatment. That's why doctors obviously specialize in care for pregnant women. It is a healthcare issue. My question goes to Senator Mario. We know that state officials, as we keep hearing about the choice going to the states, like yourself, a majority of people in the states like Michigan push back against the effort to take our constituents back in time. My question is, what are we doing and what can states do? Because this conversation about just the mere fact that having the ability to have health care during a pregnancy, to make a choice is not health care, shows that we're dealing with a population that we cannot educate. Please comment on that.
Thank you, Congressman. And first of all, I am so grateful to hear from our Republican federal colleagues that they plan to pass legislation prohibiting partisan gerrymandering, because if we are returning this issue to the states and state legislatures, we must ensure that people have a fair right to elect their choice of elected officials that represent their values, because right now in Michigan, and courts have ruled as such, that is not the case. We are one of the most badly gerrymandered states in the country, and all you have to look at is the effort behind the ballot initiative, the number of people, volunteers who have stood up, who have collected signatures to challenge the vocal extreme minority that are passing legislation against the will of the majority. So we need the federal government, our colleagues in Congress, to ensure that on the local level, every single voter is able to elect their candidate of choice that aligns with their values.
Thank you. I want to ask a similar question to Representative Shannon. I understand that Georgia previously passed a 6-week abortion ban. Now, what steps are officials in your state taking to help ensure that Georgian residents are able to access abortion care if the 6-week ban goes into effect?
So DAs across the state are saying that they will not use funds nor prosecute folks for getting access to health care, which is abortion. And local municipalities are also saying that they will not allow funds to be used to track folks or stop anybody from getting access to care.
Thank you. I want to use the remaining of my time. As a woman, when I gave birth to my second child from my second pregnancy, I began hemorrhaging, and I remember all the doctors and nurses running in because my life was in danger. And you know what my doctor, who's trained in pregnancy and care for pregnant women, he told me that I should not have another child because my risk level of a pregnancy would be very, very destructive on my body. And my husband and I was a married woman. And to say, I should not have another child. God blessed me with 2 healthy, beautiful children from 2 pregnancies. But I'm being told by a medical professional, do not have any more children, Brenda. We almost lost you today. So for the ignorance and the lack of compassion for women who have the amazing opportunity to give birth, to say that abortion is not a part of healthcare, because as a married woman, if for some chance I had became pregnant again, what would be my options? My husband would have to say, let's start planning your funeral. I yield back, and I wish to God that when we get in our arrogant position of dictating through government, that we have respect for women and the respect for our ability to make choices on our lives. Thank you.